Hi everyone, Eugene Sachs here with another review from GameCritics.com. In a dark warehouse, club music plays loudly while neon light strobes across the dance floor. But I'm not here to dance. I open the door to the back room and the music goes nearly silent. I take a seat at a table where a shotgun rests in front of me. The thing across from me smiles a smile that's too wide and asks me to sign the waiver. Only one of us is going to leave with a briefcase full of cash. As you might guess from the name, Buckshot Roulette is a video game version of Russian roulette. When the shotgun is loaded, players can see how many live and blank shells are being inserted in a random order. Players can either shoot themselves or shoot the dealer. However, unlike real-world Russian roulette, both the player and the dealer have a set amount of health, enabling them to each take more than one shot and still live. If the player shoots the dealer gets to shoot next, regardless of whether the shell was live or blank. If the player shoots themselves, and it turns out to be a blank shot, they get to shoot again without passing the gun to the dealer. Simple enough, right? There is a small twist though. Each side gets items with special abilities after the first round. These items can be anything from a magnifying glass that shows what shell is loaded, to handcuffs that force the other player to skip their turn, or even a saw to cut the end of the barrel off to do an extra point of damage. Players are given a random set of items each time the shotgun is reloaded, which gives the roulette a bit more strategy. Taking chances along with using items that can tilt the odds in the player's favor is the key to winning. Outside the normal mode, there's an endless mode called Double or Nothing. It plays the same, but there are more items. Things like a phone that tells players where a shell is, or an inverter that changes a live shell to a blank. Players can choose to try and double their money, which amounts to a high score on a global leaderboard, by winning another 3 rounds. And with the new items, things get even more chaotic. If I had to put a finger on one single aspect that makes Buckshot Roulette stand out besides the premise, it's that it feels like I'm playing against an actual human, because the dealer makes mistakes. In one round, both the dealer and I had 1 life left. I was fairly certain that there were only live rounds left in the gun, and it was the dealer's turn. The dealer used an item that allowed him to see which shell was loaded, so I was sure I was done for. Then, unbelievably, I watched the dealer shoot themselves with a live shell, giving me the win. Since the dealer isn't perfect, the tense atmosphere never fades, and Buckshot Roulette never ends up feeling like an easily solvable puzzle. Buckshot Roulette has tension and drama, enough strategy to make gameplay not fully dependent on luck, and the fact that the dealer doesn't always make the right move just puts it over the top. While there's currently not much content, as it's still under development, the joy in its simple, ruthless premise makes it an easy recommendation regardless. For me, Buckshot Roulette gets 8.5 shots to the face out of 10.